And to better understand the nuances of the conflict in West Asia, we talked to a host of experts about where things stand and what's at stake to give you a balanced picture. And here's what they had to say. Listen in.
Trump, we know, is completely unpredictable, so we never know what he's going to do from one day to another. But it seems realistic to believe that Trump will come to the conclusion, with the prodding of people within the Republican Party in the United States, that the war cannot last very long. It's costing the economy a great deal of money. It's putting America's allies in the Arab Gulf in danger. And there's a lot of pressure coming from the Saudis and the Emiratis, the Kuwaitis, the Bahrainis, and others, Qataris, on the United States to end the war. So we could see Trump declaring victory and going home. He did this months ago in Yemen as well, when Israel and the United States were trying to prevent the Houthis in Yemen from sending missiles to Israel. And at one point, the Americans just declared victory, said that they achieved what they wanted to achieve, and left Israel alone to deal with the Houthis at that point. We could see a similar scenario in Iran, but I don't think we're there yet.
Right now, you have the Gujarat refinery, which has instituted a force majeure clause, which says we don't have enough oil, they're raising prices for industrial consumers. You've got the Mangalore refinery, which is stopped exports. I think Adani Total, which is, of course, partnered with the French company, is also going to raise prices. So this is an immediate problem for us. And I'm pretty sure we would have taken the Russian oil anyway, regardless of anybody telling you. But okay, they did this. So that's, I suppose, an understanding that India, as someone who's not involved in the war and has really nothing to do with whatever that you're doing, is suffering, is going to have immediate, and I do say immediate, I think a lot of people haven't realized this here, that this has immediate cost for us.
Well, I think it's very unlikely unless you decimate and bomb the country into smithereens so that it no longer exists, allowing the United States to then step in and determine who's going to lead it. But this recent statement by Donald Trump is actually quite interesting and revealing, because on the one hand, he says he wants to determine Iran's next supreme leader, which presupposes the existing political system would remain in place, and Trump wants to simply determine who's going to lead it. But then in the same sort of breath, he says that the people of Iran should rise up and take over the regime, and soldiers should give up. And he talks about freedom for the Iranian people. So the question is, which one is it? Does Donald Trump really care about the Iranian people? And if he does, why is he talking about the next supreme leader that he wants to have a say in? So that's one point. Second of all, it's completely delusional for Donald Trump to think he can appoint the next supreme leader. He seems to be confused about where Iran is located geographically. Iran is not Venezuela. Iran is not located in Latin America. It's located in the Middle East. It's a very different country. And Donald Trump clearly has the Venezuela model in mind. And he's somewhat baffled why the Iranian leadership hasn't capitulated and surrendered like the leadership in Venezuela. So this just highlights what we all know. This is a very unprofessional American government, and it often acts in very delusional ways.